Good morning, Algebra 2 students. This is Mr. Kolk. Today is actually Sunday, May 3rd. I am preparing work for the week of May 4th. Okay, so the way it's gonna work again, I will post 4 videos: day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, and on Friday you will take a short quiz. So we'll try to do this every week. Who knows? I don't think we'll come back to school. May 20 is the return day, but right now I will try to be consistent. I recommend that you do day 1 and day 2 video together, maybe in one day. And then, so basically, day 1 and day 2 is due Wednesday morning, 7:30. Day 3, day 4 is due Friday morning, 7:30, and Friday short quiz. So I'll try to be consistent, and that way, it's easier for you, so you know what to expect in mathematics. Okay? Google Meet is required for period 7 on Monday and period 8 on Tuesday. So that's why the homework is due Wednesday morning, so you can still ask me questions. Okay? So let's start day 1. I did not include this in my notes. I realized after I printed this, but my opening question for you should look like this. Log, pen, log 1000 is equal to x. So this is my opening problem for you, okay? Technically, if you type this in your calculator, and please do this, just please type log 1000. Take a minute, do it. Okay, and I'll do it on my own as well, even though I know the answer. Log 1000, and the answer is 3. Okay, the answer to this problem is 3, so x equals 3. But the question is why and how? Because in a few minutes, you cannot type this in a calculator. You actually have to take some steps. Okay, so on the side, if I give you this problem, it's implied it's square root. We don't put the 2 in as an index, but it's square root. If I give you x, you know it's the first power, and you know it's also 1x. So here, if it's log, what is the base? If you don't see a number, what is the base? And the base is 10. If you don't see a number, it's automatic base 10. It could be different base, but I have to write it. So how do you convert logarithmic equation to exponential? This means 10 raised to the x power is equal to 1000. Please take good notes on the videos, okay, because they will help you when you take the quizzes, okay? And now this means 10 to what power equals 1000, and obviously you know that 10 times 10 times 10 is 1000, so the answer is x equals 3. So this is opening problem for day 1 notes. So let's look at one example, and I solved it for you. Okay, step by step, so I will just walk you through the steps. So in this case, my equation is log base 5 of 2x equals 3. Okay, so what did I say a few minutes ago? That if you rewrite this using exponential, this will be 5 to the third power is equal to 2x. And that's what I did in line number 2. Okay, now how do you get x by itself? Divide both sides by 2. Some of you first you may do 5 times 5 times 5 and write 125. It doesn't matter. So if you divide by 2, you get this. Okay, 5 times 5 times 5 is 125. So my final answer is 125 over 2. You could also, I prefer fractions, but as a decimal, this will be 62 and 5/10. Okay, so when needed, use 3 decimal places. In this case, it's 62 and 5/10. So let's take a look and do one problem together. So pause this maybe for a minute and try to set up this problem, and then play the video, because I will solve it. Always do that. Always try to do this first, okay, on your own, and see if you know how to do it, and then watch my video. So in this case, if I want to rewrite this in exponential form, This would be 2 raised to 5th power is equal to 5x plus 7. Okay, and I will just evaluate 2 to the 5th. 2 to the 5th is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Let me just think about this. 4, 8, 16, 32. 2 raised, is it 32? 2 raised to the 5th. It's 32. I just double check my work so I don't record. So you get 32 is equal to 5x minus 7. What's your next step? Add 7 to both sides. Add 7 to both sides. So you get 39 is equal to 5x. Okay. As a fraction, all I want is x is equal to 39 over 5. If they ask you to leave your answer nearest tenth, you gotta read directions. So 39 divided by 5. My calculator says that the answer is, or you could say x is equal to 7 and 8 tenths. Okay, I prefer fractions, but if it says rounded to nearest tenth, you could always leave this. Okay. So next question. If you rewrite this using in exponential form, this will be equal to 3 to the 4th is equal to 9x plus 2. 3 to the 4th really means 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. Do not say 12. It's not 3 times 4, it's 3 to the 4th. So 81 is equal to 9x plus 2. Subtract 2, subtract 2. 79 is equal to 9x. So x equals 79 over 9. I don't believe you can simplify it. As a decimal, it will be 79 divided by 9. It will be about 8.8. So x is approximately 8 and 8 tenths. Okay? And last question for day 1. What I want you to do is pause this video for 2-3 minutes, try it, okay, and then do it. So it's a little bit different. 2 times log base 10 of 3x equals 4. Okay, it's 2 times. So what I would first do is divide by 2, divide by 2. So you get log. Notice I put base 10 even though I don't have to. Okay, I could just do it this way. 3x equals 2. I left it there again to help you. Okay, so now how do you write this in exponential form? Okay, this means 10 to the second is equal to 3x. So this means 10 to the second is equal to 3x. I think this is the key moment in the lesson, rewriting a logarithmic equation and rewriting them in exponential form. Okay, so 10 to the second is 100. So you get 100 is equal to 2x, sorry, 3x, and if you divide by 3, x is equal to 100 over 3. Okay, one more example for day 1. It's a little bit messy with my notes, but day 1 and day 2, please do it together, okay? So the last example for today will be question number 4. And in question number 4 is a little bit different because I have ln, which is base e. So in question number 4, first step would be subtract 5. Subtract 5. So you get 2 times ln x equals -1. Okay? And then divide by 2, divide by 2. So you get ln x is equal to -1/2. Now, the trick here right now is this. If its log is base 10, okay? If it's ln, it's base e. Please highlight this. So, how do you rewrite this? You rewrite it this way. E raised to -1/2 equals x. So this is e raised to -1/2 is equal to x. Take your calculator out and press E. E is basically next to division sign, so you do second E raised to -1/2 power, and my calculator says that x is approximately 0.61. 2 decimal places. Let's use 3 decimal places. That will be 0.607. Okay? So what I would do is I would continue watching the video, day 2 notes, and then you could start your homework. Okay? Thank you.